Howdy, everyone. Matt here. I got a question for you. Do you think you need to be a part of an association to help the profession of physical therapy, or can you do it on your own? Let's talk about that. But first and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Matt. I'm Matt the PT, coming at you with another video on another topic of something in the physical therapy world. So, can you help the profession of physical therapy without being a member of the APTA? And I'm mainly going to focus on the APTA as the association. Yes, I know that there's other little associations out there, but really their effect is negligible overall if we look at it. They don't have like a really, really big pull, with what's going on. Now, I will say that there are a lot of reasons why people are not members of the APTA. And I think we look at some of the evidence online, or some of the numbers, that there's only like 30% of the total PT/PTA population who are members of the APTA. And the reasons why people are not members can really range from a whole lot of things. I know often, like, the biggest thing that people like to say about it, the APTA, there's no value in it. They don't do it. It's a bunch of old, farts in there. They don't know anything about it. They don't care. That's just, oh my gosh. It is like, it usually just comes from people who refuse to ever actually get involved in it. Like, that's what they say. Now, I understand. I will say this. There are a group of people that do get burned by, something happens that they don't agree with. I have seen this in like nearly everything I've ever been a part of, but there's a group of people that get upset with it. I remember, in churches that I went to when I was younger, there was something that would happen, and this long-time member or family or whomever, they would get mad and leave. And what is so funny is that if you ever, when I would see those people, or even I see these posts by these people on APTA posts that they have, they'll write, the reason why. They both do the same thing. They'll tell you how long they've been, were a member. They'll tell you how long. They'll tell you all the stuff that they saw, and then they'll tell you why they're not going to come back. They structure their stuff just the same. It is so funny. I see it over and over again. But I understand. There's that percentage of those people who, yes, got upset, got burned, something happened, and they're not members. And I will say a large reason that I have talked with many people, and I actually even did a little survey on this, that one of the biggest reasons why people are not members is the cost. It could cost quite a bit to be a member. I will say that, $300, $400, $500 a year to be not only a member of the APTA, but also a section, if you want to be a member of a section. And that also gives you access to being a member at the state level. And I would say something that I would like to see come down the line is, and we'll talk about this, is being a member at the state level versus at both. And we'll probably get into that in here in just a little bit. But, and it can range through it. And something I do want to talk about later is that it just really seems like a lot of people just don't care. They just don't care about the whole thing. That's another topic at another time on there. But I will say I've talked to people, I talk to a lot of people. Fortunately here with social media, I talk to a lot of therapists, get to go to, opportunities to go to conferences and stuff, talk to other PTs about all these things that go on, and really get a sense of what they want and what they need. And I will say that we really get this belief of that the APTA is like the head of everything, that they control and do everything. And we talked about that everyone thinks the APTA is like super in control of everything. And I can understand, we get that really at, from, in PT school, PTA school, just about how they, they're dealing with, the fights with like Medicare and payment and reform of this, and that they're doing all those things. And I will tell you, it's a long battle. It's a long, arduous battle on a lot of those things, and it takes time. But, you can see that stuff up there, but really, like, how is that really affecting us down, at the state level? I'll really say a lot of stuff goes on more at the state level, because with laws passed in states that allow direct access, use of imaging, the things like dry needling, and, manipulation, all that stuff happens more at the state level. And those are the things that really, really affect so many of us in our practice, is what goes on at our state level. And I will say that a thing that really helps when any kind of bill or any kind of legislation really comes up at the state level is getting your voice, is having your voice heard by your representatives. That is the biggest thing. And I will tell you, you don't need to be a member of the APTA or at your state level. You don't really need to be a member to do that. Now, I will say, often if you are a member at your state level, you do get communications a little easier and things like that, that you'll be able to understand what's going on, because may put out releases and things about what's going on. But I will tell you, one of the biggest things with, again, really trying to get stuff done, it's voices. Your representatives want to hear from you. They want to hear from you. You vote for them. You're a vote for them. Your patients are a vote for them. And when bills and things come up, the people that are leading at your state level and your district level or whatever, they need your voice. They need to know that they can possibly count on you to make a phone call or to send a letter. Now, people will be like, well, that stuff really doesn't work. It actually does. If you ever get the chance to talk to your representative, they want to hear from you. They want those calls and things do a lot. And I've known people that work in the offices there. And if there's a bill coming up in your state, and you call and you say, hi, my name is fill in the blank. They're going to ask you, of course, your name. They're going, where do you live? Because they want to make sure you're there. And if you say, hey, I'm calling about this bill, and we've talked about that in the past, I'm calling about this, they pull it up and they see, and they said, I would like you to vote for it. Click. Okay. Yeah, they will see that. And you don't need to be a member. You don't have to go to there. But you can really get involved in just saying, like, hey, I just wanted to connect with my district level. I want to connect with my state level. Social media is a great thing. Getting on their Facebook page, their Instagram pages, if they have Twitter pages or X or whatever it's called now, just getting on there. Hey, what are the communications? Or just talking to those other people in your state, in your area who are involved. Finding out who your government affairs person is. We have an amazing one here in my area. And a big thing that he really wants is a key contact. He wants to know key contacts in all areas. And you could possibly be a key contact. Now, what does that mean? Well, really, all it is if there needs to be someone who just is in a district because every state's broken up into districts. So if something goes on, it's like, hey, we can reach out to this person, and then they can make a call, or they can rally other people in their district or whatnot to call on behalf to say, hey, I'm calling, you're in Joe Smith's district. Hey, I'm calling Representative Joe Smith to let them know about. That's all it is. You don't have to be buddies with them. Now, granted, if you are buddies with them, that's a big benefit as well. But reach out to your district, your level, your state level, whatever. Find the person that's in charge of your government affairs type stuff. Everyone may call them a little different. Hey, do you have some way that I can be involved? And again, you don't have to be a member to do that. They would be very, very happy. They would love for you to join, but you don't have to join. And lastly, I will say this gets into a little weird topic, but donating money. Money, I will tell you, goes a long way. And there is the PAC, the PT PAC, the national one. Now, I will say, when it comes to using dues and stuff like that, there are rules and laws and stuff that the APTA cannot use dues money for. That's why there is the PT PAC. So that money specifically goes to lobbying and to political campaigns and stuff, whatever that they use it for. But also your state has a PAC. And I'll tell you, when I came from Mississippi, our PAC really did not have very much money in it. And I'll let you know, the money in that PAC has to do a whole lot. So when it comes to getting things like direct access or trying to change these laws and stuff like that, they're going to do fundraisers or something. They have to raise money in the PAC. And I know there's a big one with the whole thing over the DPT with Lifetime Fitness. And I've talked to people in states, and they said, we try to really fight that, but we don't have the funds at the state level to really do a whole lot against a big corporation with millions of dollars. And I'll tell you, get into some legal things. Big company can just bleed you dry on it. They don't care. It's like they may be in the wrong. They can just drag that process out because they know lawyers are not going to work for free. But you can make donations to it. And I would say if you want to donate, it could be $10 on that to your state level. You can just say, hey, $10. Thank you. That can do quite a bit. And even if you want to donate to, the big one, the PT PAC, the national one, you can donate and say, hey, I like to just go to Republicans. I want this to go to Democrats, or it's like, I don't care which one. You can specify all of it. $10, $20. You can do those things. And I'll tell you, it goes quite a long way. So let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth to be a non-member and participate in some of that stuff? Or are you a non-member and you would like to do that? That you would. It's like, hey, I don't really feel the pull to be a member. I can't afford it right now. Maybe I don't line up with the beliefs, but you know what? I could do something. And like I said, I think if we all, again, do something like putting our hand on the boat and giving a little push. That's all it is. You're putting your hand on and giving a little push. You don't even have to put both. One. And, we got, 600,000 or so? I think that's what I've read once before. 600,000 of us. That could do a whole lot. A whole lot. If we all worked together in some form, capacity, or whatnot to work with one another. And again, you don't have to be a member. For whatever that your belief is, you don't have to be a member. But you can help out and make the profession a better one for us, for all those, the ones that are coming up behind us. And that's who I really think about when I do this stuff. Who's coming up behind me? I want to make it better for them because I can only do so much for so long, and I have to leave it better for the next ones on there. So let me know your thoughts, your beliefs, your opinions on all of that. And let me say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you feel so, drop a comment down below. And don't forget, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a copay, and it helps out so much. And like always, take care of yourself. Take care of your patients. I'll see you next time.